Welcome back, Myth players and fans. This is Par 73 bringing you the Myth World Cup 1999 casts. Today we have Evil Incorporated against Sucks at Myth 2, and joining us is the captain of Evil Incorporated at that time, Phos. Feel free to introduce yourself, Mr. Phos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Phos.
There we go. Very well done. And with him are his teammates facing off against the Sucks at Myth 2 order. Your teammates in Desert Flag Rally are Dark Stalker, Monk, Blue, Thief, Colonel Kurtz, and Mutant. Looks like Mutant stepping in for Jedi Val. Meanwhile, there are no reinforcements for Sucks at Myth 2. They continue to only have 4 players present for the game. They are led by Spider Wart. Next up is Angel, Bathtub Jin, and Notorious. I believe you guys have about a 5-point lead here. The body count game fairly even in terms of kills or losses, but you guys had quite a wide margin in BC. Neither team dropping below 90% though. So when looking at game 2 at Desert Flag Rally with you and your teammates, what was your approach here and your strategy? I noticed you only have 3 dwarves, no journeyman for Phos, so I imagine that white will sink, and maximum archers, max thrall. What's going on here?
Yeah, I actually haven't looked at this game in a while, and I'm trying to remember what I was thinking, but I noticed I don't have any warriors. You can see they did get max warriors. I'm usually a max warriors type of guy, but it looks like I was going for a heavy thrall melee strategy, and then you can see we did get max archers and several dwarves. So I guess it's kind of if you can win the archer battles and the dwarf and keep your dwarfs alive, then you don't need so many warriors.
I can definitely understand that logic. Interesting note, they get 2 less dwarves and 2 less archers than you, and that pretty much amounts to the extra 9 warriors for their squads. They're also not going to get a journeyman, and they will look to sink 2 whites. We'll have to see if Samii can pull that one off. Meanwhile, I believe you guys are trying to sink this guy south. Monk is in charge of it.
And I see we've got forces going 3 ways on our side, and they don't seem to have a whole lot going south on their side.
Yeah, 3-prong versus a 2-prong, it looks like. Just sending a tagger to the south. So Colonel Kurtz and Mutant should be able to push down that way along with you. Meanwhile, Monk and Blue are going to face off against Spider Wart and Notorious in the middle. And Angel taking 28% to go battle with Dark Stalker and Thief. Interesting. It totally makes sense to me that with only 4 players, 2-pronging here makes a lot more sense. Although it does look like that Flag 6 might be given up a little bit quickly, and it actually looks like those Thrall might be able to defend it from those warriors, preventing an early tag. I'm a bit surprised those Thrall get there in time. Are you checking out the push in the north?
Yeah, I'm watching that. So far, they're defending pretty well.
Yeah, they got their artillery hard at work here. But only 1 thrall on the flag. Looks like he's just going to toss that up. Hopefully he can take out that warrior before it takes out Dark Stalker's dwarf. It's actually going to get distracted.
I thought he was going to possibly get that dwarf. That was funky.
He's clearly was clearly focused on the archers and the warriors. But it looks like although you guys lose the flag, Angel's not able to do much damage. And your south looks like it's
South's about to
cleaning
fall.
up 6. Yeah. Gonna drop the white. And they're gonna move those units off and try to spare them.
Flag captured.
And it looks like Colonel Kurtz is commanding your south. Tell him mutant to start heading mid, and you'll notice Spiderwart's archers in the middle. He's breaking them up into 2 separate groups.
Yeah, some of them are facing south and some across the bridge. Wow.
We'll have to see how that works out, as you got a little melee force yourself going north, along with Thief, looking to secure flag number 2.
Yeah, and it looks like that force should secure it for sure once it gets there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a whole dynamic would change it if there was some pus in play. I mean, still probably wouldn't be enough. You guys still would have an advantage, even if that pus didn't dud. But it's just crazy to think you guys get all those thrall. Where's the J-man? No love for the healer.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. I noticed that Blue's using the 2 preset strategy in the middle with his archers.
You were calling that out. Yeah, there you go. They have it live on display here.
Yeah, the lack of use of Journeyman. We weren't using Journeyman as much back then.
Flag captured.
I have plenty of respect for Journeyman these days.
Imminent.
They do some magical things. Oh, we got a white going on.
Oh, Blue just got whited.
The double preset could not save him from the white. However, there's now pus on the ground. We'll have to see if anyone utilizes that. And that is both of Samii's whites down right there. You guys still have 1 sunk mid, but it doesn't look like that mid force of theirs will be trying to push you.
Yep.
You guys are just slowly surrounding their mid while keeping Angel's Warpack far away from the action. Which, I don't know, I'm surprised he doesn't just rush at this point.
Yeah, he's slowly getting picked off.
Just one by one. I mean, things happen, but looks like Blue is fully engaged in these arcs to the south. I mean, to the mid, and Colonel Kurtz is going to come in with some flanking action with his archers. It looks like you might be rushing Spiderwart's archers as well. So we do have some confrontation mid, as it looks like Angel sent some distraction warriors off to try to get back closer to the battle, but it's going to be too late as this battle begins to take place. And Samii just getting surrounded here. And your warriors are all over those archers now. So it looks like
dwarf's going down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Blue's dwarf is going to go down, as well as Notorious's dwarf. So no more dwarves in the mid area at the moment. And the archers and warriors
just mopping up the.
Yep.
Colonel Kurtz is just mopping them up. Those archers.
He's eating the ratios, having a great time.
It looks like Angel's mounting a decent attack.
5 minutes.
He's doing what he can. He doesn't have enough melee to overwhelm that flag, but
he just keeps throwing guys away, though. If he had just gone all at once, I would like to think he would have done better.
Yeah, definitely. Or I don't know. He was so out of position when you guys were in position to make that push on mid, where it was just, it was perfect for you guys. Really, he just got pushed around after he was able to secure one flag. Looks like Evil Incorporated will take game 2 here. They're going to secure all 6 flags. Each flag is worth 4 points. Winning the game is 5 points. So you guys net 29 points here on top of your 14 for about, what would that be, 43 points so far for Evil Incorporated, I believe. We'll double check that. And Samii, they are able to get 5 flags for 24 points. Thinking about the game here before we go into stats, you have any idea as to why things happened the way they did?
As to why the game worked out that way?
Yeah.
Well, you can see that the three-prong strategy really paid off well for us, because South was really able to steamroll.
Yeah.
And,
once it was time to flank mid, it was like the perfect timing. Otherwise, Spider Ward's archers, you know, they could have overwhelmed blue mid aside from that white. But it was like right in time.
And then, you know, that warrior pack up north, you know, back then we weren't using push very much. So today you might see a warrior pack like that run around, but it's going to be probably armed with several push goals, which can make a big difference. But a single warrior pack without any push really doesn't have much of a chance against archers and dwarfs.
Very true, yeah. I mean, like you were saying, you'd like to think that Angel would have been able to do a little bit more there if he had just flat out rushed. And I think, you know, when he had brought the archers and dwarves pretty far away from you know, you guys' defensive spot mid, and there wasn't that much melee in the vicinity, I think that was his best chance to rush right there.
Yeah.
But Thief totally just keeping him at bay after they're able to, you know, grab that flag. He didn't just simply throw his units down for the defense of the flag, and he ends up keeping that faster warrior pack shadowed for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, man. So let's go through the individual stats right here. We got you, Mr. Phos. You went 13 and 855 damage. Colonel Card's coming up big in this one with his flank, just like how you stated. 26 kills, leading the game in kills. He has 7 losses and 102 damage. Monk also doing his part, 19 and 10, 56 damage. And Thief keeping those warriors at bay and collecting the ratios like Payday. It was 14 and 1 performance from him, 71 damage. Blue 9 and 5 with his archers, 92 damage, second most damage for EI. Darkstalker goes 9 and 1 and 40 damage. Mutant goes 0 and 1 and 10 damage with his dwarf. And down here for the Samii squad, we have Spider Wart 15 kills, 32 losses, 129 damage. Notorious 11 kills, 26 losses, 41 damage. Bathtub Jin 6 and 8 and 33 damage. And Angel with that war pack. It secures the flag but takes 25 losses, only netting 27 damage and 1 kill. Just picked apart by Thief's artillery all game long. I guess it's worthy to note Spider Wart did have the most damage in the game. And that's about it. Let me just double check the scoring of this game before we wrap this up. This game ended 29-20. So right now Samii has 29 points and Evil Incorporated has 43 points. The next game is Smells Like My Nemesis in Here Territories. So the game is fairly out of Samii's reach. However, they're still somewhat in contention by being able to capture that north flag you guys had. The max differential on the next map for a clean sweep would be 21 points. And right now, Evil Incorporated lead only by 14 points. So Samii still has a chance to eliminate you guys, even though you played the smarter game in game 1 and definitely played the more efficient game in game 2. It's weird how the scoring system works like that. You have any last comments about the game, the scoring system, anything in general? Feel free to say it, Mr. Phos.
I was just thinking that maybe I should have put a little more on the south flag, actually, number 5, to defend it a little more. Maybe possibly a dwarf, or maybe a few more dwarf and thrall. Yeah, a dwarf and a few more thrall, because it seems it must have gone down to the warrior pack, I guess. I didn't notice when it went down, but
yeah, I'm late to the party on this one. I even said at the end of the game that Samii had 4 flags, and then just did the scoring, and it reflected 5 flags.
yeah,
I totally
they got
missed
5.
it. Looks like Bathtub Jin had some goal play and some thrall going on. I'm not so sure because he walked those thrall off, remember? So it wasn't even warriors down there doing the action. So you guys must have had some thrall down there yourself.
Yeah, we had 4, I think about 4 thrall down there, but they must have gotten taken out. I'm just not sure how. So
interesting. Well, my money is on Bathtub Jin and his thrall and goal. But that'll do it, folks. That will wrap up game 2 here. Phos, thank you so much for joining me. Great to hear what you have to say about these games, especially you were not only present in the games and captaining, but also one of the leading founders of Evil Incorporated. You guys are going into game 3. What are you guys thinking? Just clear out the match at this point, you think?
yeah, I'm probably thinking that we got this thing pretty much in the bag when we get to this point. So we'll see if that's what happened, but I would probably be feeling pretty confident. We got more players than they do. We've got the lead, so it's our game to lose. We better not.
Definitely, man. The ball is in Evil Incorporated's court, and we will see how game 3 goes coming up shortly. Once again, thank you all for watching, and thank you once again for joining us, Phos. This is Power 73 signing out, and GG.